I am seeing Dear Evan Hansen at Playhouse Square. I am running a little bit behind schedule. I believe there must have been an Indians game tonight or something on top of the show because parking was crazy, but I found a spot and now I'm heading to the theater. There's another show going into it that I know next to nothing about. I'm familiar with it, because it's a big hit, and I believe I know one of the songs, Looking Through a Window or Waving Through a Window. They used it at a summer camp I taught several years ago, but other than that, I'm going in completely new, completely fresh, without any biases to see what I think. I'll let you know.
Or he sent me an email with the doctor.
So, here I am back in my car. I usually wait to do my review when I get home, but the show has ended and I'm just filled with lots of thoughts, and I just want to talk about it while it's still fresh. So, the show, Dear Evan Hansen. Let's start with the performances. It has had some of the best acting performances I have ever seen in a play or a musical. The commitment from the cast of this play, because it deals with a lot of emotions. It goes to so many different places, from the start of the show to the end of the show, and the commitment that these artists brought to their roles and to the story and the message that they were trying to portray was amazing. I was mesmerized, especially in Act 2. And as a fellow performer, I admire that and I respect that so much. Moving on, the set design. One of the most inventive set designs I've ever seen. Usually, I'm not a big fan of when shows tend to go the route of using, green screens or whatever, instead of actual set pieces and, to create a world or to create a backdrop, or using computer screens. And most of the time, I don't like that. But for this show, it worked. The way that they brought technology into it to tell the story, all those elements blended together with the music, the acting, and the set. Wonderful. The themes. It's about grief, number one, and how people grieve, and the way that we as humans cope when we are faced with tragedy, and how we respond to that, and how we try to move on from that in so many different ways. It's about really and truly and completely being comfortable with yourself, and knowing that each day, as we're given a new chance at life, if all we were on any given day was ourselves, completely ourselves, that in and of itself is a huge accomplishment, especially when we live in a world that tells us we need to be looked or act a different way other than who we are. And I think that message really resonated with me more than anything in the show. It blew my mind. I was worried, because I got here late, that I wasn't going to be able to find a parking spot. I'm just so glad that everything worked out together and in my favor, that I was able to really and truly see and enjoy a fantastic, inspiring, wonderful night of theater.